asleep. Come on, come on. Stop! Oh, fucking baby, go to sleep. Shut up! You're not even fucking... You're actually pathetic. Stop! Go to sleep. Oh, Dan, please go to sleep. You might be tired. You're so tired, don't sleep. Please, Ashley. Please. You're tired. Come on, stop. Hello and welcome to Rapid Pixel Racing round 13 here in Japan. I'm your host Dick Zerbo and I will be doing your live commentary for you today. So before we start, let's quickly just deal with a crying baby going in the background. So 1 second, I'll deal with that. Stop. Right, sorry about that. Okay, baby is now going to be on my co-commentator. So it'll be father and son duo. Isn't that right? You can watch the cars go around, can't you? Okay. But dummy in. Can't do much talking with dummy in. Okie dokie. Now, let's get to the standings. So that's what we want to know before we get into this session. It's going to be a short quali today. Unfortunately, driver numbers are scarce at the moment. I mean, it's round 14. Apologies, not 13, round 14. So we'll start off with your drivers' standings. Leading the way currently is Moylan with 223 points. In second place we have Johnny Stokes with 217. In third place we have Jack with 191.5. Abby is in fourth with 141. James Owl is in fifth with 90. Scotty here in sixth with 77. Likalala is in 7th with 55.5. Speedy for his last race of the season as he's moving for 2 months to the US of A. He has 55 points, so hopefully he can get above Likalala before he leaves today. Rob Sim Racer is in 9th with 51. Dutch Face is in 10th with 38. We have Chubb in 11th with 27. In joint 12th we have Evan and GDC with 17. Erez is in 14th with 12.5. Mr. Carl is in 15th with 10. I believe he's still away on holiday, so he won't be there today. El Stefano is in 16th with 9. We have Ali Difa in 17th with 7. Neles B in 18th with 6. Hard Zojo finally scoring a point, jumps his teammate. He's in 19th with 1 point. And Booker Bronco with nil points is at the bottom of the table. What that does to your constructors. Leading the way is still the Alfa Romeo team with 294 points. In second, we have the team of Moyland, or Mercedes with 251. McLaren are in third with 222.5. Ferrari in fourth with 153.5. We have in fifth place the Alpine team with 128. Sixth place is Red Bull with 103. Haas are in seventh with 88.5. Williams in eighth with 70. In ninth place with the Aston Martin team with 26 points. And last but not least is the AlphaTauri team with 17. So there we go. A couple of times, have a little look at some timing so far. No one's set a time as of yet, so we'll just quickly jump on board with who's going to be the first one across the line. Will it be Jack on an outlap? Is it Hazojo? Possibly Hazojo. Jack's about to start his lap. Speedy's on his lap now. He's validated it already. Rob is too far away. Probably will be Hazojo. So Hazojo will set the first banker lap. And he's currently going around the 130R on the approach to the chicane at the end. We'll jump on board with him. It's a bit late on the brakes there, so it's going to give him a slow entry there. It's really going to hamper his time, but he's coming straight into the pits. Did he invalidate his time? Oh, and he's taken out the board as well. Naughty boy. Okay, so who are we going to go on board with next? The Ferrari on that lap is Erez. He's fairly close. Where's Rob? Rob seems closer. Yeah, Rob is closer. We'll go on board with Rob. Can Rob set the first time of the day? And he approaches the 130R, hitting speeds of 180, 190 now, 191, 93, 94. He turns full throttle there. Very brave boy. Brakes heavy for the chicane. Clips it nicely. Very nicely done. Carried his speed very well around there. Approaching the final corner. The bump has now gone from the track. And he goes a 134.7. Puts him in provisional pole. Erez is right behind him. Just approaching that chicane as well. So we'll see what Erez can do. Crosses the line and a 131.1. Much better time from Erez. Jack as well. Can Jack beat that? I'm sure he can. 1:29.0. Brilliant time from Jack. Shows you why he's up there fighting for championships. GDC comes in. Johnny Stokes at 129.8. GDC 134.8. Moyland, where's Moyland? Coming around the last corner. He's gone straight into the pits. Wasn't happy with that. Scotty's his teammate today, so Scotty's in the wrong car. Hopefully it doesn't hamper them later on in the race, the pits and stretch and all that stuff. Avi is coming around the last straight now, on towards the 130R. Lovely kiss there. Purple sector for him in sector 2 as he approaches the chicane. Lovely again. Clips the apexes brilliantly there. Carrying his speed. Does he go close to the wall? He does. Taking the shortest line possible. And 1:30.1. Good enough for third place. Beats his teammate by a full second. Good time from him. Hudzojo is back on his outlap. So we'll stay on board of Hudzojo as he goes round. But guys, don't forget, if you don't follow already, do hit that follow button. This is Rapid Pixel Racing, no assist league. So hopefully you do enjoy what you see. If you do want to get involved, just send me a message and we can get that sorted out for you. Also, it'd be helpful to know what the things are in the track. Do we know if it's going to be raining? Would be interesting if it does rain. Wouldn't mind a bit of rain. Let's see if I can get more drivers in, because there's not many people in the stream. Normally I get more than this. Okay, oh, Hudzojo goes really off the track there, so hopefully it doesn't hamper him too much, but we'll just jump on board. Can I change the title of this? Because I think I put around 30. Let's try around 14 instead, get the right thing. There we go. Brilliantly updated. Thank you very much. Okay, let's come off this. Let's get my vape on the floor. So, Hudzojo now. Well, it's not going to be the best of times considering he has come off track, but hopefully it's enough to get him up the board a little bit. Maybe go for another run. He is still pushing. His ERS is still going down, so he's on a hot lap still. Who else on that lap? So Moylan's back on that lap as well. So is Joe, aka Speedy. Ralph's back on an outlap. GDC is still going round. Is he going to try and set another time, or is he just coming into the pits now? We'll wait and see. His time's currently 1:32.9. Can he improve on that? Hudzojo very nicely there. Seems to be better through that chicane than the last time he attempted that. And he's going to cross the line, and he's going to set a 1:33.5 up into 6. Jumps Rob Sim Racer. I know Rob can do faster than that, so hopefully he can do just have another attempt at it. There's still a lot of time left. 9 minutes 22 on the clock right now. On board with Moyland himself, the current. Oh, he spun! Can you catch it? Brilliantly caught. Brilliantly caught there from the Mercedes driver and the season leader right now. Bit of a pirouette. Helicopter, helicopter. We'll go on board with Speedy as he approaches the first corner there. Bit wide on the exit. He's going to miss the apex there, but not the worst lines he could have taken as he approaches the terror of the S's. I can't come off the view here, so unfortunately, riding that girl, was he very careful. Doesn't do what Moylan does and keeps it going. Does very well there. as he comes in to, or goes under the bridge now, and then approaches the sharp hairpin, slowest part of this track. Well, one of these laps, I suppose. It's on, bless you, compared to the last chicane, probably on par the slowest. And he goes round to the approach of Spoon. Yeah, he's going around the Spoon. Oh, lovely stuff there. Lily's lost it again. He wants to be careful of those curbs and twitches on the exit as well, but keeps it going. Just needs to set a time right now. Moreland's with 141.5 is his first time on the day. Again, he's still got time to improve. 7 minutes 45 on the clock, so there's still plenty of time for him. As Speedy comes into the final chicane now. Bit much curb there, so that's taking a bit of speed out. Approaches the home straight. And good for fourth, 131.0. That wasn't exactly the cleanest of laps from the Red Bull driver. So I would assume that could be easily improved. Bless you again. He's allergic to your speeding. Yellow's all round at the moment. Don't know why. Rob's just gone faster. 131.2 up into 6th place. He has. Hadzojo is on his lap at the moment. Who else can we go on board with? Jack's on a lap. 129.0 for Jack. Was that the same? Was that bless you again? Did he go in faster? Bless you again. You might not sneezing on me. We'll go on board with Johnny Stokes now. Johnny Stokes, can he go? Well, he can't. 3 minutes. That was a really bad time. Must have had a bit of a off somewhere. So we'll stay on board. I don't think Jack pushing. Well, Jack is pushing, I suppose. We'll stay on board with Jack. Very quick there. Barely let off the brake. His car is extremely twitchy, but it's doing him a lot of good there as he approaches the hairpin. Lovely stuff there. There's Miss McLaren looks stuck to the track, and that blue livery does look really nice with the pink. Hey, doesn't it? You like it, didn't you? Yeah. And approach the Spoon now. Lovely stuff there. Very smooth round Spoon. Beautifully done. And onto the throttle on the approach of the 130R. What speeds can he hit? We saw 194 earlier. He's already nearly hitting that now. 195 as he hits 195. Beautifully done. And he's still hitting 192 as he comes around to brake here for the chicane. Goes around the final few corners. One more to navigate. Does he keep it tight to the wall? Yes, he does. DRS open. 128.8. 1 and a bit tenths faster. Brilliant time from him. Where is his rival, Johnny Stokes? Johnny Stokes is improving as well as he approaches the same chicane. DRS will be open very shortly. Oh, into the pits. Again, must felt like he made a mistake somewhere. Moreland has improved on 29.8. Avi's done a great time there, 129.7. Missed that one. Brilliant time there from the Ferrari driver. Womax has joined, so Womax is on his out laps. Hopefully he can get a good lap in with the time remaining. Scotty's still in the pits, so I'm not sure what's happening with Scotty. Hadzojo invalid his laps. So will he attempt it again? Has he got time? He's got no DRS left, or ERS left, so I'm assuming he'll be into the pit straight away. GGC, 1.8 seconds up. We'll check that as he crosses the line. Let's have a look for the first sector. Is he 1.8 seconds up? No, he is up. 1/10 up. Big improvement. Every 10th helps in this race. So good stuff there as he approaches the hairpin. Into first. That's a very low gear to be in. You don't want to really be too low there because you don't want to heat the rears up. Oh, you tired, boy? There's boring you. You want to get some race done to go, didn't you? Yeah. Good job, 84 quali. Lovely approach and technique round Spoon. Can he carry the speed and hit them dizzying heights of 195, which is currently what I've noticed is the record so far. A lot slower actually. Not even going to hit the 190s. 197 on the approach. And 197 again as he brakes for the chicane. So obviously Jack's got a setup that's for low downforce, whereas GGC going for the high downforce setup. Goes wide as well on the exit. And he actually goes slower, loses a lot of time there. Lost 2 temps in that lap from the from sector 2 and 3. Womack's now as he approaches the final corner. Not see much of his lap. Hopefully he can get up into the 130s, and he can 131.8 up into 8th place, which is good for him. And we're approaching the last 3 minutes. So these guys, most guys are in the pits now. And then we go to also the file out. Who was the first one to come out? I think that was Moylan's. It was. Alright. There's dummy. There's dum-dums. Look, watch Moylan go around. There he is. Look, you like Moylan? Yeah. Dry race. Thank you very much, Rob. Now, Rob, if you unfollow and refollow, you'll get to see the new little GIF I've got. The little the new follow thing. Really good. Trust me. All the cars now on their outlaps, or most of them come on their outlaps. Jack's still in the pits, Abby's still in the pits, Speedy's still in the pits, and Scotty's woken up. So someone's woken up Scotty. He's now out on his lap there. Oh no! What's the matter? What's the matter? You don't want to watch Moyland? No? What's wrong with Moyland? Yellows are waving all over the track again. Not sure what is going on here, but we will carry on. Oh, and Mummy's home, so that means the baby can disappear.
Hello, gorgeous boy. Don't tell me disappear.
Hi, they actually greets me. Hello, gorgeous boy. It's lovely, isn't it? Right, anyway, back in a bit. Yeah, take him. He's been a little shit.
He's not been asleep.
He won't go to sleep. Every time I put him down, he wakes up. Like he wakes himself up. In the crib.
We'll go see Nanny.
Okay, now it's just me and you. I've lost my co-commentator. He's been stolen by Mummy, DXD Mummy. Moylan's going to come round. Can he improve? Oh, no, he can't. He's on a 2-minute something. So Moylan will have to try again. Who's right behind it? Where's Johnny? Johnny's coming around 130R now. And again, I think he's doing the same thing. Another warm-up lap for him. Anyone actually on the lap? Big improvement there for Rob, apparently. 131. Hazojo is out. Was that a crash from Hazojo? It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it is. It's going to jump over with GDC. It looks like he's crashed around the first corner. Not sure how. He must have lost the back end around here, and it just carried him through. And yeah, there is his car there. Oh, and Scotty's done the exact same thing. Scotty's followed him. Distracted there by the stricken car. That's not going to help his times. That'll mean he's basically last on the grid now. That's the danger of not setting times, lads. Come on, set some times early. So Jack's on his outlap. Avi's just starting his. Johnny Stokes is approaching the hairpin. Moyland is on the approach of the 130R. Now, can he beat Jack's speed of 195 miles an hour? He has hit the 190s. 192, 193, 194 that we're picking up. And it's going to hit a 190, 191 as he brakes for the chicane. So, I also think it takes the wide line as well. It takes the wide line out, and it's a 129.0. Put up in the second place. Not good enough for pole, but very good time indeed. Where is Avi? Avi's too far away. Erez doesn't improve in his time, stays 5th. Excuse me. Johnny Stokes now coming around the chicane. Rob jumps up into 6th, 131.7. Johnny Stokes, can he beat Moylan's? No, 129.6 for good enough for 3rd. Moylan can push again. I don't think he's going to, but Moylan can push again. He made that cross the line in time. I don't think he'll have enough tyres or anything, or anything left really. Avi 130R. I'm just trying to keep an eye on anyone else. Womax has finished 131.8. GDC 132. So Speedy's about to come through as soon as well. So keep an eye on Speedy. Avi's across the line. Can he beat Johnny Stokes? Yes, he can. 139.634. Couple of thousandths of a second separating them two. Brilliant time. Yeah, Moylan has backed out of that, obviously. GDC, can he improve? He doesn't need to, really. He can come into the pits, but GDC? Jack Laters doesn't need to improve. So, will Jack just try and rub salt in the wound, or will he just come straight into the pits and bail out? We will see. No, he's going for it. He's going to cross the line. Is he going to improve? 128.6. The guy's an alien. The guy is an alien. Speedy's bowed into the pits, and that will be the end of quali as Moreland will cross the line and claim his second place. Well, I was hoping it was going to end there because Joe went into the pits. God, selfish. Gotta wait for Joe now. Ugh. Useless. On his last race, all he wants to do is all the attention on him. Everyone's got to wait for him because he's going to America. There we go. So that wraps up your quali for Japan in RPR no assist tier 1. So in pole we have Jack Latest 128.669. Unbelievable time from him. Moreland's in second with a 129. But I'm not going to read them all. Moreland's in second. Avi is in third. Johnny Stokes in fourth. In a bit of throwy sandwiches, Erez is in fifth. Sixth place we have Robson Racer. Seventh is Speedy. Wumax is in eighth. GGC in ninth. Hazojo in 10th. And Scotty in 11th. So basically everyone nearly guaranteed points as long as they can finish. The league's currently experiencing a little dip you get from F1. Everyone loses interest in F1 after the first few weeks. So hopefully it'll pick up very soon. But hey ho, we will move on. Was that actually working when I did that? I don't know. Yes, it is still working. Cool. I was on Discord. I want to know where everyone is. No, come on, no one's watching. Only one watching live? Come on. I'm trying to be a famous fucking Twitch streamer here. How am I going to fucking do that with one person fucking watching? You know, I want to retire. I want to do this for a living. How am I going to do that if I don't get fucking viewership, mate? Come on. I'm just like commentating every fucking day of the week. Alright, while these guys just did, I was going to get some juice in. And we are off on our formation lap. Let's have a little look-see on tyre choices. Who's gone what? You can see their mediums already for Jack. We don't want that. We want that. Okay, here we go. Where's the tyres? Okay, so medium tyres for Jack, Moreland and Avi. Johnny Stokes picking the hards. Mediums for Erez and Rob. Speedy's picking the softs. He's going all out for it. And then Wumax, GGC, Hudzojo and Scotty all chose the mediums. Now we don't see that anymore. We're turning that completely off. There we go. So this track is a very tricky track. Some drivers love it, some drivers hate it. A bit like Marmite really. Personally, I am not a fan of Marmite nor this track. I know that Moreland and Rob are huge fans of this track. Speedy, not so much. Ooh, just going to get myself a refill of orange. Boom. There we go. Good job having a fridge next to me. Does help. Orange. Okay. Ooh. So. Now Jack slows up the pack a little bit. These four kind of shot off on their own now. Bit of a huge gap between Johnny Stokes and Erez. Don't really want that particularly. Don't want to be held on the track for too much longer. Is everyone going to be able to set their, to not be disqualified from the pit? We'll have a look with Jack. Getting some last minute heat into his rears. Very nicely done there, Jack. He's going to go a bit attacking towards. He's going to aim towards the first corner. Very nicely done. Whoa, Rob's a naughty boy. So is Erez. So is Hudzojo. 3 drivers disqualified. Boo. Letdowns. Alright, we all jump on board. Oh, timing board goes wrong. We've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Give me a better view, please. And away we go. Here in Japan. Moreland gets a great start, but Jack gets a better one. Avi's already alongside, though. Avi has a fantastic start as they go into turn 1. Hopefully we get a clean exit. Moreland will just take that place back, though. Erez already jumping Johnny Stokes there on the medium tyres compared to Johnny on the hard. So great overtake there. Needed to be done, really. Speedy's gone backwards at the moment in 8th. But so far, so good from these drivers. A clean getaway. This is why this is tier 1. Very close though, as Joe is all over the back of Rob, and he would be on those very quick soft tyres. Scotty made a place already against Hudzojo. Hudzojo's struggling a little bit in the early stage of this race, but all good. He's still on track. That's the main thing. Jack and Moyland apparently separate. Well, they're apparently inside each other, but they're not. The Karen boards have messed up a little bit. We'll just wait for them to cross the line. But already a gap is starting to form between the two drivers. Avi 6 tenths away from his rival from second place of Moyland. These 3 drivers though are starting to drop Erez a little bit. So we'll see what the timings are going to be like when they cross. Well, if either finish the line or it's the first sector, we'll have a look. Scotty making up another place there on GGC, up into 9th, fast lap from Jack. Rob and Speedy have finally traded places. Speedy up into 7th. Johnny has got past Erez, so Erez must have made a mistake there into the last corner, because that is a simple. Well, that's a move that shouldn't have really happened there with Erez on the faster tyre. Timing boards are still messed up, but they will be fixed very shortly, don't worry. GDC is out of the session. It's a crash on the first corner, and he's taken Scotty with him by the looks of it. And we have a VSC. Not a full safety car, just a VSC here. There's a bit of wing damage there on Scotty's car. That also means every driver now, as long as they finish, will get some points. So we'll stay on board with Moyland and Jack. Boards are still messed up. I'm not sure what's going on. Just waiting for the VSC to end. We go on board. We can maybe see some lights. I think you can see anything on the dashboard actually saying that. Oh yeah, it's flashing yellow on the dashboard on these steering wheel there. We'll keep an eye on the steering wheel and see when it gets released. There we go. We're going to green. We're going to green. And we are back racing again. Oh, let's just get rid of that. How do I get it back? There we go. No, I don't want that. That's what I want. There we go. So hopefully now when they cross the line it will fix the time board once again. Looks like Avi has lost a lot of grounds to the front two now, as it's now a two-way battle. And there we go. That's much better. Boards are starting to get fixed. Johnny Stokes really lost Erez now. Erez is struggling. He's kind of becoming a bit of a train as Wumax is now right behind him. Erez seems to do really well in quali and then loses the pace in the week. Well, when it comes to the race, not sure how he's doing that. But look at this, Erez is getting attacked desperately by Wumax now. Wumax all over the back of him. Moyland has lost it. Moyland's gone round in the S's. That's going to put him right at the back. Oh no, he was doing so well. Hazojo's gone round as well. Hazojo's in the wall, but he's okay. No damage that appears to be there. That's a big shame though for Moylan. He was doing so well. And now the gaps have increased once again. This is what really Johnny Stokes and Jack need though. They need Moylan to be scoring as little points as possible. Moylan now needs for a safety car to bring him back into this race. Hopefully he got no damage though. So Wumax still trying to chase down Erez. The gaps open up a little bit, and now Speedy is sniffing. Don't forget, on them soft tyres, it's going to be very, very quick for Joe to make this move, but he's got to do it quick. Right now, Wumax is going to get assistance from DRS when it comes into play at next lap. But Speedy's not making the most of his softs as of yet. Jack, new fast lap of the race, 1:33.0.
Hey, why are you taking so long?
What? Why did he what? Because he kept playing with it.
You just took it off me.
Yeah, he's playing with it.
That's not a good dad.
Well, he was going to sleep. Hush. Okay, so did Moylan get damaged? No damage from Moylan. Hadzojo also no damage. So they will both carry on. The battle for fourth is still going on between Womax, Erez, Speedy, and Rob. Moylan is catching up this battle though, very quick. He's 5. It's a 10th, literally a second at the moment. Jack is all on his own at the front, 1.9 seconds clear of Womax. Johnny's in a good position though. Johnny is only 3 seconds back from these guys. Johnny, yes, he's dropping, but he's on the hard tyres, so it's a very good strategy from him if he can make this work. I'm still waiting for Speed to make a move. Joe's got to do something. I spoke to him before the race. As it is his last one, he says he's going to defend at every position and attack like mad. That's not the attacking he needs, though. As when I say attack, I don't mean killing the guy. Jesus, Joe. Just thought, nah, do you know what? Get out of my way, I'm going to rear-end you. How could you do that to someone, Joe? How could you rear-end someone if they're getting in the way? Ugh. Anyway, so back onto this. So now the battle has come down to Womax and Rob. Jack still setting fast. That's on 32.8. Don't forget now, every driver will score a point. There's already 10 left. Boiler's catching up to 2.7 seconds behind. Yellow flags again. What's this for? Sector 1. It's a big sector 1. It's gone green again. So that was happening during quali as well. I'm not sure what's happening. Moylan's gone round? No, it's Scotty. Scotty's gone round and he's got no wing. He's now a Formula Ford. And the exit of Spoon. He's not having the best of days, is he already? It's only been lap 4. Lack of practice, probably what that is. I wouldn't be surprised if Scotty retires out of this, but it is worth staying in to get that point. He's guaranteed a point if he finishes this race. And safety cars can change it up. Hadzojo's gone round again at the same point as last lap or 2 laps ago. And again, seems to get no damage though. So it's the S's that really come in a cropper for him. Rob seems to have lost a little bit of its spin as well. So Rob dropped down a place and Moylan has jumped him. Gaps have all increased to more than a second. Scotty's retired in the pits. It's not surprising. I did suspect he might do that, but I was hoping he would have stayed in. Yellows are waving again for Hadzojo. He's in the wall again. Cutting the daisies. That is one expensive lawnmower. But there we go. He's going to have little twitches. We cut away. And we're going to go and watch the battle between Womax and Erez as the gap has opened up beyond the second. So no DRS assistance here for Womax. As long as he can stay within a second, he could get it back. Yellow flags waving again. No, it's not Hadzojo again. Now that's it. Now he's got a pit. Now he's got their wing. As he reverses back on track, he's not in the best times. Them tyres will be absolutely destroyed. Only takes one spin to ruin these tyres. He spun about 6 times on them. So yeah, them tyres probably be screaming at him. Speedy and Moyland. So Speedy, even though it's on them soft tyres, they're 6 laps old now. They're going to be beyond useful. And it's going to be in the danger zone now. As Moyland, in his prime on these mediums, will potentially be going for a move. Speedy makes his Red Bull as wide as possible. Sticks it in the middle of that hairpin. Stops Moyland going for the lunge as they approach Spoon. So Moylan with 78% DRS, Joe on 54. It's really a battle. This is a case of when, not how. No, sorry, when or not will. But there we go. Look, already Joe's struggling, goes really wide there. Moylan takes that turn very simply, and Joe has to concede. Joe needs to pit really for a set of mediums or a hard. These tyres aren't going to last much longer. You can see the grain in there all over the dark patch of his tyres. He's trying to stay out there. Maybe he's waiting for a safety car potentially. It could happen because Hadzojo is not having the best of days at the moment. He's in the pits for a new wing as he comes out. He will he will be last and completely lapped by everyone other than Rob. Unless Rob can get him now. Yeah, he does. So yeah, Hazojo lapped by everyone on the track at the moment. Womax again still within that DRS at the moment. Really pushing with his DRS, 14 or 16% as it is. Oh, Erez have got a fuel light on. Can Erez make it if there's no safety car? Currently it hasn't been one. There's been a little VSC. Joe gets a penalty there, 3 seconds. That could be interesting in the race later on. If there's no safety car, Erez will be out of fuel. And so will Jack. Jack is on red. Has got a fuel light flashing. Well, not flashing, but it's just fuel light's on. That could be interesting. They need a safety car to really save some fuel. Moylan's right on the back of Womax now. It should be a simple move. I think Womax is on the hard tyre, or medium tyre, sorry. So yes, he is. A simple move there. So the overspeed there. We saw in qualifying, Womax didn't have the best of straight line speeds. Moylan was hitting 193 and 94s. Whereas Womax was barely hitting the 190, so that 4 miles an hour definitely helps. Womax will get DRS assistance to help pull him along, but it's not going to help for much longer because, as you can see, Moylan already out of the 1 second DRS zone. And more little twitch there from Moylan. Oh, he just catches it. That's put him back in danger from Womax, but that was a good save. Good save from Mercedes driver. And Joe managed to reel his way back into this battle as well. The tyres they must be feeling horrid right now. Absolutely horrid. Yellow flags again. Hazojo's gone round and it's the same place. Oh no, it's not. It's a bit before where he usually spins. He's on the soft tyres as well, so they're not going to be feeling that great after that. As you can see there, the car's already trying to leave him. It's very hard. I mock, but I can't do this. This is no assist here. There's no racing line. There's no ABS or traction control. Like, to get round 8 laps is amazing. I'd have been out before GGC most likely. So these guys doing very, very well. Gap between Jack and Avi, 4.6 seconds. He just keeps opening it up every single lap. Johnny Stokes is doing amazing though. 3.1 seconds. It hasn't changed from the last time we checked that. So he's already... It's brilliant. It's brilliant. If he keeps this going, he'll be leading this race for a little while. And they'll be on the fast tyres at the very end. So it's a good strategy from him. As Warden's going for the move on Erez down the inside of the turn 1. Simple move with DRS assistance. Oh, but he comes back at him, Erez. Great move there late on the brakes. But Moyland, with that straight line speed, comes straight back at him. And that's a fantastic defence there from Erez. But well countered there from Moyland, up into 4th. 9.7 seconds the gap between him and Johnny. Johnny, don't forget, is on the hard tyres. They'll be feeling quite nice right now as Moylan's tyres will slowly start to be coming off and coming away from him. Joe with another penalty as he probably runs wide with those tyres. 3.5 seconds the gap between him and Womax. So you can see that he's definitely struggling. Rob is all over the back of him now, so Rob's potentially make a move on him. Come on, Rob. So there we go. Rob ran the hairpin there. Drops down into 1st for a split second, then back up into 2nd. Gap between Johnny and Moylan open up 10 seconds. So has Moylan made another mistake? Or is it just the tyres now coming to Johnny Stokes' favour? It must be, because yeah, look at the gap between him and Avi. 2.8 seconds now. There we go. Rob versus Speedy. Old softs versus, well, old mediums, but the old softs be feeling dreadful right now. Oh, late on the brakes there from Joey. Does go a bit wide, so the compromises exit there. So Rob's going to come alongside, around the outside, and Speedy just folds into the pits. He knows them tyres have got completely gone, and brakes well enough in time for his pit stop. Onto a set of hard... That's a medium, sorry. That's a fantastic stop there as well. Very, very quick. Hazojo round yet again, this time at Spoon. He's not having a great day at all, is he? But he's still here. He's desperate to score some points. If he finishes where he is now, he's going to double the amount of points he's got in the season so far in this one race. So just keep going, Hazojo. You can do it. Have a look. So Moyland 10.4. Yes, these hards are basically now in their element, where the mediums are now starting to fall off and fall away. Johnny is catching Avi, and you can see him in the distance there. 2.1 seconds the gap. Again, it's a great strategy choice from Johnny. He's able to keep with the well, not really. He hasn't really dropped him massively. The gap between him and the driver and Jack is about 8 seconds at the moment. So 8 seconds, considering he's been on the harder tyres, is fantastic. And he'll be on the fast ones later on in the race when his car's lighter. And Avi's pushed it as well. Avi's got no ERS to fight with. Avi knows that the threat's coming. Whereas Johnny is on 27%. Johnny's in a good place. Avi's struggling. Jack is fantastic. Look at that, 87%. His fuel light has finally come off though. So a bit of lifting and coasting seems to have done the trick for him. Hazojo round yet again. Be careful, no! Oh, he's very aware. He noticed what was coming. And there we go. There goes the leader for the second time in this race, going past Hazojo. Hazojo now keeps to one side to allow Avi and Johnny to come flying through. Doesn't want to get involved in that battle. 1.6 seconds the gap now. But again, no safety cars as of yet. Has Erez still got a light flashing? No, Erez's lights come off. So it must be a track where fuel comes back to him. Round Spoon we go. Bit wide there from Johnny, but keeps it on track. He must be careful that curve. Doesn't want to beach himself and cause a spin. Bit of ERS to just reel in Avi. Avi with nothing to fight for. He's just trying to use all he's got. He's only got 6%. He's just trying to use as much as he can. He can feel the attacks coming. It is inevitable, to be honest. But will Avi fight this? It's not in his interest to really fight it too much. Yellow's waving again. No, it's Rob. Rob's gone round. No damage though, just a spin on Spoon. Big shame for him as Avi does come into the pits first. He's the first one to blink onto the hard tyres. Took him for a long while, but he decided that he doesn't want them anymore. Doesn't want the battle with Johnny. Got to stay out of that. Erez has also come into the pits as well, so double stacking the Ferraris there. Also going onto the hard tyres. And it elevates Womax up into 4th with Avi right behind. As Rob stayed out, so Rob jumps into 6th without pitting. We're going to jump on board with Avi to see the chase down of him and Womax. Also Johnny, look, I said this earlier, the gap was 8 seconds between him and Jack. It's now 7.3, so you can see the time is dropping. Not drastically, but enough. It is enough. Obviously, Jax will be pitting fairly soon. Will he react to Avi? Someone's invited me to play F1. No, thank you, mate. I'm in the middle of commentary. I can't just join another race. Come on. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Jack blinks to... No, he doesn't. He stays out. He's happy with his tyres at the moment. Moyland. Oh, Hazojo's gone round again, or is he getting out of the way? Perhaps he's getting out of the way. Will Moyland's had to come into the pits and cover off Avi. Yes, he does. Moyland falls into the pits just to make sure he doesn't get undercut by the Ferrari driver, who is getting held up a little bit by Womax. Well, he won't come out ahead though, but it will definitely slide him up as Womax does fall into the pit. Peel into the pit. Not fall into the pit, peel into the pit. Let's take off the stops. Don't need to see the stops. So only a couple of drivers that have yet to pit. Obviously Johnny on the alternate strategy. Jack hasn't pitted yet. Womax has just come in. Rob has just come in as well. Erez has come in. Everyone else has pitted. Who's gone round? Who was that? Ah, Hazojo. Hazojo. He will be lapped for a third time, bless him. Just trying to keep his car going. Them S's are not his friend today. Also, them softs are going to be trashed as well. Again, like I said about the spinning earlier. He spun a few times on them softs. So that's not going to help him whatsoever. As Rob is on the approach to lap him for the second time. Joe on the back of Womack as they come into the hairpin. Joe's gone to the inside. Womack's trying to defend outside. Where's Womack's going? Womack goes really wide there, and this gives up that position to Joe. So Joe up in the 6th place. Good battle in there. Forced Womack into a mistake and elevates him to 6th. So Speedy on these medium tyres. I don't know if they're going to make it to the end, to be honest. He might try and stretch it as far as he can, or he might jump onto another pair of softs, a set of softs later on. A pair of softs, going to be a pair of softs. You want a set of softs. Don't want 2 of them. Not a motorbike. But at the moment, all the gaps are quite massively spread out at the moment. Sojo yet again has gone round at Spoon. This time on the exit. These tyres will be absolutely trashed again. I keep saying it, but they will be. He's about to get lapped for the 4th time. Wants to be careful actually, because he's going to end up falling into this, 4 laps down, not going to get any points, 90% rule. Hopefully they'll honour it, or they won't honour it and let him get the points. But we'll have to wait and see. He's still trucking along though. Doesn't want to pit yet. Yellow flag's waving again. Oh, it's Rob in a wall. Is there damage on that car? Doesn't appear to be, but it could be rear wing. There could be floor damage. But it's still in 8th, still going. Jack's into the pits. Jack has finally pitted, and he's pitted for a set of hards, which means Johnny will take the lead of this race for the time being. And ahead of him is a stricken Aston Martin. Again, on the side of the road there's the Aston Martin as he rejoins the track nice and safely. It is the 4th time now he has been lapped, bless him. And Johnny, having not pitted yet, needs to make this gap open up. So the gap between him and Jack is 15 seconds. That currently isn't a pit stop length. So he will, as soon as he pits for his set of mediums, he will fall behind Jack. But while Jack's got to heat up his tyres, Johnny's got to really push some hot laps in, try and get the biggest gap he can before he does pit for the mediums, and on the faster tyre can attack the back of the McLaren. Who else we got on board? Who have we watched for a little while? We can watch. Who have we not seen for a while? Yellow flags are waving again. I think that's Hudzojo. Get out of the way of Jack, and it is. Avi, 7 seconds away from Jack, so he dropped off quite a massive chunk. A bit too far away from him, and there he goes again. Well caught, but again, expensive lawnmower going around, just trimming the grass. I think he missed a bit. That's why I did that. He just thought, you know what, missed a bit there. Do a job properly. Why not? He's not at his best today at all. Must have floor damage on that car, because he's struggling so much with grip. As Johnny's in the pits, so Johnny's pitted fairly early for a set of mediums. I would have thought the hards could have gone further than that, but I guess not. 11 laps on these medium tyres. Now the chase is on. 6.6 seconds the gap between him and Jack. Can he make it up by the end? Like I said, there was 11 laps to go. So 11 laps of solid pushing, but Jack's tyres are going to be fairly healthy, really. They're only a lap older, sorry, than Johnny's mediums. Johnny's mediums, yeah, a lap older. I would have thought they would have gone longer than that. I would have thought it was longer. Not sure that's the best of moves there from Johnny. Should have probably kept going Maybe he kept on going for a set of softs for if anything. If he had the tyre life in those hards. Oh, I don't know. Have to wait and see. The gap between Avi and Johnny, that's just going to open up more and more because Johnny on them medium tyres compared to Avi on the hards. Where's Moylan? Moylan, that is in 4th place, 13 seconds from Avi. He done well to recover, considering he was last. You know, after that spin in the first or second lap. Jack fast lap of the race, 132.2. It shows how much he is pushing. Can Johnny match it or beat it? No, 151. Oh, it was his pit stop, wasn't it? He's pitted. That's why. Duh. Now, the gap's actually opened up. It's now 7 seconds. It was 6.6, so Jack opened up 4 tenths in that lap. Used a bit of overtake to do it. ERS has been used. But again, I just dread to think that as Johnny made a mistake here. Could he have stretched those hards and gone to a set of softs to really go for the attack? It doesn't seem worth it if he's only going to be 1 lap younger than Jack's hards. Because Jack's hards will easily make it to the end now. 100%. They have a lot of life left in them. Although, saying that, look at the gap. 6.4 seconds. He's gained a lot in that first sector. I don't know. It looks like a difficult thing to do. We'll see what his lap time's going to be. Don't forget, what was Jack's lap time previous? That was very quick. It's this one, isn't it? 1:32.2. Now, Johnny needs to do better than that. A lot better than that if he wants to catch him with 10 laps to go. Well, 10 laps to go once Jack crosses the line. Does look very quick, these medium tyres. Looks like he's gained half a second already by this lap, so we'll see what he does when he crosses the line. 1:32.2 was the time Jack set, a 1:31.7, so yeah, basically half a second gained. So he needs to gain a half a second each lap, bearing in mind that these hards of Jack's will go quite comfortably and consistently to the end, whereas Johnny's mediums will start falling off. We have a spinner again. Looks like it's Hadzojo and Rob. Bless me. Has there been a coming together? I'm not sure. Could be. Could have been a coming together there. So we'll keep an eye on the battle. Well, on the time trial. Really, that Johnny Stokes has set himself. Quali laps. Moylan's gap between him and Avi opened up again. 11.5 seconds. He's lost a second and a half there, where he's made a mistake, or Avi just got more pace. I'm not entirely sure. 12 seconds. What's happened to Moyland? Has he got damage? Is there damage on that car that we're not aware of? Floor damage, maybe? Because he shouldn't be falling that far off Avi. Avi's doing very well. No ARS as well. Moylan's got 50%. So let's have a look. Johnny needs to set the same sort of times he was setting. He's gone a bit slower. He has gone. That's the same time Jack set on his fast lap attempt. So not good for Johnny Stokes. As Hatosho is round yet again. He really wants to do a good job with this grass cutting. He just wants to make sure he covers every blade of grass in this track. But he's been very careful to not rejoin unsafely. So well done to him. Another little twitch there as he finally rejoins the track and picks up the speed again. Under 6 seconds, just about for Jack and Johnny. I can't see enough time on the board left. There's not enough laps to make this attack worth it. But you never know. Could be a mistake from Jack. He's not perfect. Let's have a look. Oh, Moylan's getting blocked a little bit there by Hadzojo. That's not gonna. He's probably gonna be calling him quite a few names under the sun there. under his breath, muttering a lot of expletives. Everyone's really spread out at the moment. I'm just trying to find something to watch. Let's have a look with Rob for a little while. What was Rob? Watch Wob. Let's watch Wob go wound. I'm really surprised with no safety car around here. I thought there'd be at least one. Then a VSC, but not a full safety car. 7 laps to go. Now, some of these drivers might be worth coming in for a set of softs and going for faster laps because everyone is within that top 10. And there's a couple of gaps. Say, for example, Rob can safely pit and come out ahead of Hudzojo. Who else? Wumax can definitely pit and come out ahead of Rob. Sorry. So gap between Johnny and Jack's actually got bigger. 6.7 seconds. So lost 7 tenths, 8 tenths as Johnny Stokes there. Has he made a mistake along the way? Has Jack just thought, you know what? Let's put my foot down for a little bit, make some push laps, and just to open up that gap a little bit. 7 seconds now. I do think it's a mistake there. Yellow flags are waving again. That's Hudzojo once again. That car's been facing the rear more than it's facing the right way in this race. As Speedy makes that move past, and so does Wumax. Jack fast lap 131.4. Jack's thrown the gauntlet down. He has shown Johnny what he's capable of. Johnny's hitting 132.6. Johnny's going a lot slower. So like I said to you, these hards will do consistent quick laps. Well, the mediums will do quick initial ones, but they'll start to fall off, which is what they're starting to do now, I believe. Was it a mistake there from Johnny to go on to these mediums? Should he have stayed on, got these hards and gone on to a set of softs, or maybe the mediums later on? Like, don't seem worthy for an extra, like, 1 lap. We don't know. Well, it does look like it's pad off at the moment. It's like Jack is quite happy and will take this win. I'm a bit premature in saying that, but we are, what, 7 laps to the end. He's 7.6 seconds and increasing clear of Johnny. Moylan's struggling a lot. He's 12.2 seconds from Avi, and that's not really changed at all. Moylan probably come into the pits and go fastest lap. I do believe he had to have the speed to take back Erez. So this could be an extra point opportunity for Moylan, but he's got to understand if he does that, then it opens the door for Avi. So he needs to do it quite late in the race. Trying to see who else we've got. No one else really close to anyone else. Oh, but don't forget, guys, if you do want to take part in this, basically it's RPR Discord, so send me a message. I can get you all the details necessary. They also do a Friday race as well, which has got assists, GP2, which happens just after the TTFL race on Friday. So if you want to get involved in any races, hit me up and I will send out all the relevant details to you. On board at the moment with Erez as he goes around the final sector, final few corners. 134 6 as, well, yet again, Hudzojo is facing the wrong way. He's not having a good day today, is he? Bless him. But he's still there. He's still there. That's the main thing. He's still going to get 2 points for his efforts. Potentially. Not entirely sure. The gap between him and Rob seems to have frozen at 107.167, which can't be right. It's definitely quite a bit bigger than that. The gap between Johnny and Jack, 8.8 seconds, so that just shows you the mediums are either falling off or Jack's just found another gear to go into. He is setting consistently quick time, 132.5 there. compared to Johnny Stokes. 1:33.6, so a second slower than what Jack's setting a lap. Big shame. Moylan's pulled up a little bit against Avi. Yellow's waving again as Hudzojo has found himself off track once again. As he is about to be lapped for the 5th time, I believe, by Jack. Gets out of the way nicely there as Jack just zooms past. Hudzojo has definitely given up in trying to race now. I think he's just trying to get to the end. He's not using the overtake up, 100% there. Oh, careful of that curb. Joe's coming to the pits. Joe's going to go for the fastest lap. Yes, he is. Set of softs for him. This could open a chain reaction now because it gives Womack a gap. Erez a gap now to go on for the softs. Warden's got the gap between him and Erez. He's 20 seconds gap between them two. So the gap is getting bigger as Hudzojo is round yet again. And again, patiently waiting for the Ferrari to come round, which is good awareness from him. 10 seconds the gap between Jack and Johnny. With only 4 laps to go, this race seems like it's going to be a foregone conclusion. Everyone else seems to have, like, other than Avi and Johnny, up to the gap between Avi and Johnny, everyone else is in double digits with their gap. That's how spread out this track is. Moylan's left. Oh no. Moylan's lost connection. Let's see if we can get him back in. Let's see if we can get him back in. It could be just kicked him out for whatever reason. Fingers crossed he can get back in this race. I'm sure he wants to go for fastest lap. No one else has pitted so far. Moylan's rejoined, which is good. So very quick reactions there. So Moylan does lose a big chunk of time to Avi. But there we go, he's back. He uses a bit of ERS just to regain some time against him and Erez. Probably just shows you he's actually maybe going to put... Well, shows you he's possibly going to pit in for a set of softs and go fastest lap of the race. But he's got to do it late. He doesn't want to open up that door to Avi or Johnny or anyone really ahead of him. I'm pretty confident he's got the pace over everyone behind him. But we'll stay on board with Speedy as he's now starting his first lap on his softs. Can he beat... What is the time he's got to beat? A 1:31.4? 1:31.4 he's got to beat. As once again, I'm just going round at the spoon. 2 temps faster so far is Speedy, but he needs to gain about 3 seconds to get the fastest lap off of Jack. He'll probably get a lot of time as he goes really wide through the hairpin now, so he'll lose a bit of time there. Don't forget, Joe was on these earlier as well, but with full fuel load. So it shows you what you can do on the lighter wear. Seems to be a bit of marbles on his front left tyre. Hope that clears away soon for his benefit. As he approaches sector 2, how much is he improving by? 5 temps, half a second. 190 miles an hour as he hits 130R. And into the braking zone. A bit of a lock up there, but all good. He's going to cross the line. Is he going to be fast lap? It's not. It's going to be fastest for him. 1:33.0. By Jack with 1:31 lap. It's going to be very difficult to beat that, even on the soft tyres. Moyland lost a lot of time there again to Erez. 26 laps in this race. So if Moyland wants to hit fast lap, he's probably got to do it on this lap. And then try and get the move past Erez. That's the problem. I don't think the gap's there anymore. Because this gap, 16.4 seconds. It's going to give you could give up the place of 4th to Erez, and then not going to get it back really even at one point. He is coming in though. He is coming in fastest, trying to go fastest lap. Doesn't want Jack to get the extra point. So if anything, just taking it away from a rival. Is Erez going to come in? Erez is coming round. Do you know what? It's going to be close. No, it's not. It's not going to be close. Moylan's still in the pits as Erez is going to zoom past. So Moylan's got a lot to do now. He's got to not only set the fastest lap of the race, but try and get back past Erez, which I don't think is very possible. 5 seconds the gap between these two. So unless he can do a 5 second faster lap than Erez, be very difficult. Is anyone else going to jump into that pits and try and get another fast lap attempt? Joe decided not, and again doesn't really improve or slower that lap. Can Rob come in for a pit stop maybe? Go for faster lap? Again, what's he got to lose? As Jack begins his final lap of the race. Joe's out! Joe's crashed! Oh no! Is it 90%? I don't know. We're going to stay on board with... We're going to go Hatojo. He's about to go around and see him. It's the same place that we lost GGC. Oh, big shame for him. No safety car. It's too late for that. Jack is going to try and push as far as he can. Moylan is still pushing to go for the fastest lap as he goes round. Spoon. 3.9 seconds the gap between him and Erez. It's not going to be enough probably for the overtake. But he's still on another lap. It could be a mistake in Erez that will allow Moylan the back pass. But until then it's just down on pure pace. Can Moylan get the fastest lap and take it away from the race leader so far? I don't think it's going to be this lap. But it's about it's not going to be this lap definitely. But it's going to be the start of this one now. He's got to really push. It just shows you he's gained a lot of time there on Erez. So, on this lap, one lap to try and still the fastest lap. 10-second penalty for Hudzojo as he looks like he's trying to avoid other drivers. But we're on board with Jack as he's going to cross the line. He's had a very sensational race. Pole position. Currently first with the fastest lap. There's a potential perfect weekend for him. He celebrates as he crosses the line. As a great win for him. Johnny Stokes, unable to make that inroad with that alternate strategy, will come through in seconds. Rob crosses the line to finish 7th. Johnny Stokes, there we go, in 2nd place there. That's weird, again the 2nd suddenly then, on it was 17 seconds. Avi in 3rd. Erez is being chased down by Moylan. Can Moylan get it? Look at this, Moylan is all over the back of Erez. He is pushing. Go for it, Moylan, come on, full send. All the ERS deployment is being used. Erez has got nothing to fight with. He's going down the inside of the 130R. Brilliant move there from Moylan as he retakes that position back from Erez as he goes to the fastest lap of the race. That could have helped him. The long drag of slipstream. Crosses the line. Will he gain the fastest lap and take it away? Yes, he does. A 130.6 takes it away from Jack and takes back his 4th place. Erez comes in 5th. My voice has gone. Hazojo come in 9th. Speedy will take 8th as it was 90% of the race done. And Wumax will cross the line to finish this race and he will take 6th, which is a good result for him and the AlphaTauri boys. What an attack from Moylan. Gained 5 seconds in 2 laps. Driver of the day, Moylan. Do you know what? For the sheer recovery, I kind of agree with it. But to be honest, Jack was sensational. I think just got to be given to Jack for a perfect race. It's nearly a perfect race. Moylan should have really won that if he didn't make that mistake. But Jack had so much more pace. But my driver of the day will go to Jack. You can't really knock a guy that doesn't put a foot wrong. And here we go, just to seal the deal. This is your final race standings. Jack is your race winner. First on the grid, first to finish, not the fastest lap. That was stolen by Moylan. 2nd place is Johnny Stokes. 3rd was Avi. 4th with the fastest lap was Moylan. 5th place, Erez. Very close finish there. Very brave defending, unable to see off the attack from Worden. Womack comes in 6th. Johnny Stokes. Robson Racer comes in 7th. 8th is Speedy. Hadzojo is in 9th, but it has counted him as a DNF. So he didn't complete 90% of the race, so will not, according to the game rules, will not take that 2 points. And our DNFers were actually Scotty and GDC. So I'm interested to see if Hadzojo is allowed the points, but it doesn't look like he will be getting them if it was official 90% rules. Hopefully the admins can let me know. I'd like to know if it's going to be possible for us to find out. Let's put a message in the chat. I don't know if someone's on this game. I know there's some. Okay, so before we go, we'll check the calendar for the next race. I'm going to sneeze though. Bless me. Okay, so next race of the season is going to be Brazil, and it's the 24th of October. Rob, while you're here, 90% rule. Will Hadzojo get the point, or 2 points, or will it be none and done as he didn't finish 90%? Booker is celebrating it in the chat. We're just trying to get clarification whether he's going to get the points. Hadzojo says, I fucking hope not. Booker saying nah, but he will do because he wants 10 points for his team. I'm just waiting. Arguments in the chat. What I said that it was basically is technically a DNF. Booker says, was he fuck? I'm waiting for Rob. Game says it, yes, but it's a bit harsh at times. Game sets it, yes. So is it good? But are you going to honour that? Are you going to honour that? Oh, it's going to heat up in the chat. Oh, we're going to find out. Obviously, Booker will desperately want the points for Hadzojo because he's part of his team. Need to get him off that bottom step. Well, not off the bottom step because they got a reserve driver that got him a win. But we'll wait and see. I just want to see if he gets the point. I'm just very interested to see that. So don't forget, guys, you can join in this session if you do want to join in. Just send us a message through Discord, through Twitch. I'll get you all the details you would want to need. There's this is no assist race tier 1. They do have a assisted league on Friday for tier 2. Same, and then they have a cross-play league or TTFL, which is also on Friday. I want a clarification before I go off. I don't want to leave it hanging. I'm inclined to give Joystick's 9th place. What's your thoughts? They're thinking about it. Scotty, I don't think he's there though. This might be a question to wait till next week and see. We might have to come back and wait. Okay, so until then, we'll find out next week. But thank you very much for watching. So if you like what you see, hit the follow button. You can join me again on Friday when I'm doing my onboards of the TTFL race, which I believe is Spa, and then be followed over by Japan in RPR GP2, and then I'm back to commentating again next Monday for Brazil for RPR. But thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.